Welcome to our class 2020-2021 in Contemporary Philippine Arts from the region. Today, we will start our new learning, new beginning, and new journey of your life. Here are the objectives of this lesson. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to define the term contemporary art in art historical, cultural, and stylistic terms. Explain the difference between contemporary art and modern art in the context of the Philippines' various histories, cultures, and identities. Demonstrate the major characteristic of contemporary art through an artwork that would require good responsibility, process-oriented, and integrative art. Appreciate the role of contemporary art and artists in Philippines' contemporary life and understand contemporary issues and their relationship to real-life situation. In this lesson, and in more detailed history, we will learn that the terms modern and contemporary refer to vastly different periods. Modern is not the same as contemporary art, although they could share some characteristics, sources, and influences. As we will come to realize and learn, it is also possible to integrate and transform elements from modern art into contemporary art. Now, we will define first what is contemporary art. Contemporary art is the art of the present. It refers to art, namely painting, sculpture, photography, installation, performance, video art, and others produced today. Contemporary art is continuous to be created during our lifetime. Contemporary art is often about ideas and concerns rather than solely the aesthetic. Contemporary art is about story and uniqueness. So in short, contemporary art is today, produced in 20th or in 21st century, produced by artists who are living in our time. So it provides opportunities to reflect on society and the issues that are important to us and the world. It is also a part of a cultural dialogue that concerns larger contextual frameworks such as identity, family, community, and nationality. So this time, we will discuss the historical overview of Philippine art. So where art came from and what are the contributions of the different period in our art. Okay, so what is contemporary art? Or is it the same as being modern? Well, let's find out. So during the different periods in our history, painting, sculpture, and architecture existed, and each art has its contribution in every period. So during pre-conquest on painting, the pottery and body adornment started. Then followed by the Spanish periods, the religious and secular, American period, landscape, portraiture, genre, interior, still life added. Wartime scene, propaganda, indigenizing, and orientalizing works, genre was added during Japanese period. On post-war republic, we have the modern, conservative, abstract, experimental, and public art. And of course, on our time from 70s up to present, we have figurative, non-figurative art, multimedia, mixed media, and transmedia. Sculpture and architecture has its own contribution during the pre-conquest up to present. Each art must be appreciated. It was introduced by our ancestors on different time and different place. Take a look of it. So now, we will proceed to modern and contemporary art. Now, we will discuss and differentiate what is modern and what is contemporary art. When we say modern, it was considered shocking. Neoclassic art was familiar and comfortable. So neoclassic art is under the modern art. So it is also described by art historians like Guillermo as academic, along with other established styles imported from Europe via Spanish colonization. So modern art is referred to as traditional. So the styles of modern art, for example, are now part of art school curricula and have become academic. The distinction between modern art and contemporary art could also be a matter of perception and reception, depending on the context. Contemporary art is the art of the present, which is continuously in process and in flux. What is contemporary today might become academic or traditional at some point. So modern art referred to as traditional and contemporary art referred to as the present art or today's art. So now, let's proceed to the similarities and differences between modern and contemporary art. Through the figures that we have seen on the screen, figure F shows Carlos' depiction of fishing as a difficult process. So that is one of the modern art that until now was still doing by our fishermen. So figure G and H shows the oppressive condition of the underprivileged classes. So this painting was a really modernized action of the people. While on figure I, the Filipina DH of Imelda Kahipi Indaya used different style in medium of the installation to become new in the eyes of the people, to be known as contemporary arts. So you can see the differences of each painting. So what are the modern and what are the contemporary arts today? So this table shows us the stylistic overview of art. So there are some arts that added on different periods given by the different artists of the region. So these arts was stylized in different ways, in different mediums and techniques. So the artists get their ideas on the historical arts that was presented before, and they have given the chance to give emphasis to their own art. Okay, take a look of it. We have also the cultural overview. It shows here how people with different ethnicities contributed their form of art to their places. Okay, just like this, IPs, our brothers Muslim, the ritual and governance, so it really affects and changes their lives and perspectives through the art that they could see on the other artists. So we have here Mr. Ahmad from Zamboanga, who comes from a hybrid mixture of the local Sobanin and traditional Maguindanao Muslim culture. He is a contemporary artist, but his cultural context is indigenous Southeast Asian and Philippine Muslim. His style can be considered modern art or traditional, as it draws on the tradition and intricacy of drafting technique. His subject matter is the people of his locality. His depictions invite us to witness his culture and its tradition in the context of today's changing times. So contemporary art is distinguishable from modern art in historical, stylistic, and cultural terms. The most common characteristic of contemporary art revolve around there being site-specific, process-oriented, process-based, collaborative, and integrative. So we should realize that contemporary art is never fixed, but open to many possibilities. Yes, that's it. The different places in the Philippines are home to rich and varied art forms, most of them unknown even to us who live next to them. To study and appreciate the contemporary is to experience and understand art as a window to Philippine contemporary life. That talks about for our next lesson, the contemporary art. So in this time, I will assess you through this activity. Let us imagine we are practicing contemporary artists like the ones discussed above. We will produce a collaborative, process-oriented, and integrative art. So create a YouTube channel for your blog. Choose your group, maximum of 5 members. Much better if your classmates, you choose your classmates with same location. Or you can have your own entry. Or one, so you can have 1 to 3 minute improvisation. Choose only one of the following and upload your entry to your channel. Send the link to me, for I will grade your performance based also to the criteria that I will be given. Creativity 15%, confidence 10%, performance skills 25% with a total of 50%. So good luck with your activity. Have an effort of it and I will give you a high score of that. Now you will do, of course, the check-up exercise. Answer the following questions briefly. So please answer direct to the point and no more flowering words so that I could read it fastly and appropriately based on what you have learned on this class. So thank you so much. See you in the next class. Stay home, stay safe, and pray every day. So God bless you all.